Would you be willing to talk about maybe some examples that we've seen from the administration, even in the last, in this entire 6 months, of them actually backing down when people have stood up and kind of raised a fuss, made it a big deal? I mean, there's a million examples, but are there like key ones that you'd be willing to overview from your end?
Sure. I mean, so this is part of why, Kate, I think it's so important for folks, even who don't have legal training, to try to peel through some of the layers these days, right? Because you get all these claims from the president and from his supporters that, yes, there are all these adverse district court rulings, right? All these cases they're losing, but look at his track record in the Supreme Court. And listen, his track record in the Supreme Court is pretty damn good, right? But, I was a math major in college. When you're doing statistics, there's both a numerator and a denominator. And so, just to do the math first and then do the examples, right? We have now somewhere north of 130 different district court rulings that have blocked or temporarily frozen Trump administration policies, right? The Supreme Court has stepped into like 19 of those. Right. So the vast majority of the litigation is actually succeeding because the Trump administration is being savvy about which cases it is and is not appealing. And so there are cases. Let's just give you one example, right? Let's take birthright citizenship. There's one folks, have some thoughts about. So after the Supreme Court ruled in June that these things called nationwide injunctions couldn't be used in those cases, there was a district judge in New Hampshire who almost immediately certified a nationwide class action. Basically said, all right, we'll go the more tedious procedural way and block the policy on that basis. And he said, but you know what, federal government? I'm going to give you 7 days. I'm going to stay my ruling for 7 days so you can appeal it to the First Circuit and then the Supreme Court. Guess what the federal government didn't do?
Yep, they never can.
Right? So birthright citizenship is a good example. That policy is still on hold because of a ruling that the Trump administration has not appealed.